Hello, welcome to the Fortreal Rei Ltd show where we talk about everything real estate. The goal behind this show is to educate you, impact you, and help you make the best decisions whenever you want to invest in real estate in Nigeria generally, or specifically Abuja. And this show is brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd, real estate company right here in the city of Abuja, and we'll bring you the absolute best of real estate. We don't just share the investment opportunities with you, we also educate you so that you know how to safely and rightly invest in the beautiful city of Abuja. Ladies and gentlemen, it is another day of this show and we're excited, and I'm sure you too are. Don't forget to stay in touch, really. Okay, it's a good time to hand over to my presenter.
Hello and welcome. So with me today is to my right,
Obawa
and to my left,
Raymond Ijeomah.
all right. So I know you've seen our first episode and I'm sure you love it. So we're bringing you more news, more education, and everything is centered around real estate. And today we'll also be addressing 3 questions, just like we did in our last episode. Our first question for today is, what is off-plan? I'll start with you, Mr. Raymond.
Okay. Off-plan is basically, so we like to say there are 2 major ways to buy a house. In our opinion, either you buy it when the house is already completed, or you buy it when it is yet to be built. In other words, you're paying the company and the company is building for you. So in summary, that is what off-plan is. In other words, you are engaging the company and you're paying in bits. So you have a period of 12 months, a period of 18 months. And as you're paying gradually, the company is also building for you. So that's the summary of what off-plan is. So some persons will call it, they're just different, but basically it is off-plan. So whenever you hear the concept of off-plan, just know that the building is not on ground, right? Because we'll have funny clients come around and say, I want to see the house. The house is not yet built, right? It is off-plan. So the moment you hear off-plan, just know that the company is going to be building in bits after you are paying, right? That's it.
Can we hear from you?
Okay, I don't know what I would say after that elaborate explanation, but of course I'll just chip in a little bit here and there. Off-plan, like the name implies, is getting something or getting a building literally where it is not yet visible. You know, when you're talking about plan, there's something called, or there's a document in real estate that's called the building plan. So you're literally buying this particular house while it is still on that paper form. Yeah. So that is what you're buying into. That is what the real estate company or the developer is offering you. And I dare say that this is the easiest, or for lack of words, in real estate, we avoid using the word cheap. But this is the cheapest way
the most
affordable way to own a home. A lot of people have reached out and said, immediately you engage them in conversations of real estate, immediately they jump onto saying that you need so much money to actually own any kind of real estate investment. But with the off-plan opportunity, or they call it the off-plan investment method, it has availed a lot of individuals the opportunity to own, so to say, expensive homes at affordable rates. Yes, so that is what off-plan is.
Let's add a bit of examples to explain it. So sometime last year, we had a client who got a 4-bedroom detached duplex for 89 million.
Wow.
On off-plan, right? The good thing about that concept, we helped in the process of acquisition. The good thing about that was that the period of delivery was 6 months.
Okay.
Right, and in the 7th month, project was delivered. And as of today, as we speak, that to get that same duplex in the estate, you're looking at around 140 million naira.
Okay.
Right, so that's the, so with what she just said, we have another one. She bought when the project started, she bought in at 24 million.
Oh, wow.
Right. As I speak to you right now, that is 35.5 million. Yeah. Right. So there are numerous instances in that regard. Right. So if you are somebody who is really interested in buying a house, no need to, I do understand that some persons want to see the house, want to see what you are getting and all of that. Of course, off-plan has its own other Some persons would, I don't want to say issues, but everything has an advantage and has some disadvantages attached to it, right? So for some persons, delivery is their issue. So for that, you just have to deal with a reputable company. Some of that time, things like COVID can come up, and delivery can no longer be when it was expected to be delivered. But generally, if you are not in a hurry, off-plan is a very good method through which you can get. So something you could have waited and got for 35 or 50 or 100 million, you can even get it for way less, right? So I think that's a summary of that in terms of benefits of off-plan. So having defined off-plan, it makes sense to have added the benefit of, and if of course we're looking for off-plan options. Okay.
Yes,
The conversation is really going deep.
so that you won't say that we went all very high in our English. As my boss will say, Barrister Raymond, off plan is paying small. So anybody can own a house, especially with this option of off plan. All right.
Sorry, don't be angry. But I think it's okay to add that it's very important to add this. A lot of clients want to buy finished houses and still want 12 months period or 18 months period to pay small, like you said. I don't think Nigeria, the setting we are, is such that nobody, or it is rare to find a company, real estate community developer being funded by the government or any system. So they're literally getting money from clients and other projects to be able to deliver another project. So if you're going to have to wait or want a developer to finish a house and still give you 12 months or 18 months or 24 months to pay, then that would be too much to ask. Right. And of course, with also our fluctuation of the naira and all of that. Right. So a lot of things have to be factored in. So if you really want a 12 months period to make payment or 18 months period to make payment, off plan is still your best bet. I think that's what I wanted to add.
So before we move on from here quickly, also off plan helps you to, would I call this, safeguard yourself against the price inflation
Exactly.
issue. So it helps you a lot, and you're still able to gain appreciation on your property, no matter what it is.
Exactly.
Yes, so that is that, and I think that's where we'll call it quits on this particular off plan because
I think one day we should chat about the benefits of off plan as against finished product. I think we should do that.
Yeah, because there's so much to talk about in that aspect.
Yes.
But before we get there, or while we are getting there, is it possible to get a 1 million naira land in the city of Abuja?
Nice question. Wow.
Well, okay, let me allow you.
Oh, so I wanted to give honor to whom honor.
I'm the honor. The honoree has given you the honor. So have it.
Please receive it and let's get from here.
Okay, all right. A 1 million naira property or land in the city of Abuja. Okay, like we all know, Abuja is a large and very big city. There are different parts. There are also different development stages right in the city of Abuja. Okay? So I'm going to be giving this with examples. So you can say that Kwani is Abuja. You can also say that Maitama, the name Maitama, is Abuja. Yeah. You can also say that Kurudu is Abuja. You can also say Asokoro is Abuja. Yeah. Now, depending on these different locations, that is what would determine the what I call it, the price factor on any kind of property you're buying. Okay, so it is possible to get a 1 million naira land in the city of Abuja, but not in the heart of Abuja. Like someone said, there are different parts. There's a heart, there's an ear, there's a teeth. So when you're looking for,
are we getting it from the tail? From the cool.
From the finger. So you definitely get a 1 million naira land in Abuja, but you shouldn't go to places that are already fully developed looking for 1 million naira properties. You shouldn't also accept bargains or deals like that from places that are highbrow, because you're definitely setting yourself up for a scam.
What if it's a distress sale?
Okay, now that is another issue. The distress has to be well documented. That is the basis for which you are going to sell, if truly you're going to go on with the deal or not.
So is this possible for somebody to get a 1 million naira distress land in my town?
It is impossible, because I don't see how somebody would spend, let's say, 23 million or 24 million naira acquiring a piece, and then when he's distressed.
Is it not possible to get 23 million naira land in my town?
Let's say
now
the person probably acquired that land like many years ago, many years ago. Not now that Maitama is classified under the first phase of development in the city of Abuja. Meaning those are places that development started from. So then maybe if they were looking to buy land, so yes, it was nobody's land per se. So you could give it at that price. But right now, there's no distress.
There's no level of distress that we need to.
That will make someone sell you a land in Maitama, in who say in Gariki, in Aso,
Or even any of the phase one
many of
part
the
of
phase
Abuja.
one
Even
part of
phase
Abuja.
2.
We
Phase 3, it's
believe
even
that the rest of
almost a
them
no-no.
now.
It's almost impossible, even in Uni.
So in rounding up the issue of 1 million naira land in Abuja, I just always, I mean, it's a general it's common sense, as it were, that for real estate, location matters. So as much as you want a 1 million naira land, you also should be able to ask yourself, why do you want to buy a 1 million naira land? It's something you want to keep for a long time and all of that. So yes, 1 million naira land is possible in Abuja. The question is where in Abuja. All right. So that falls back to why you want to make a decision, your investment goal, and all of that. I think that really is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So we have one more question for today. And that question is, what is a terrace building?
Okay. Over to you, sir.
Do I need to appoint someone?
Okay. So what is a terrace building?
Yeah.
Or should I rather answer from the light of what is a terrace duplex?
Okay.
So a terrace duplex is, I'm going to be as basic as possible. A terrace duplex is simply that house that the walls are connected together. In other words, you have this building attached to another building that is attached to another building that is attached to another building. That is summary. So for that, you can have like say 5 units attached together in one block, right? So 4-bedroom duplex, 4-bedroom duplex, 4-bedroom duplex with their terraces. That one. So that simply put is a terrace duplex, right? And then if that can be 5 units. So if there are only two attached side by side, then that is no longer a terrace duplex. That is now a semi-detached duplex. Although I think I should have started from the part where my architectural friends will say that what we call a duplex is not really what they were taught a duplex is. So we're not going to bring in that part, but as far as we are concerned in Nigeria, what I just gave you is what a duplex is, right? So for, if there are 2, then you have a semi-detached duplex. Then if it is only one, and then it is 1 floor and other, sitting room downstairs, staircase taking you up and all of that, then you have a detached duplex, right? A detached duplex. Some other persons call it stand alone. In other words, the house stand alone. That's the simple meaning. So 3 types: the terrace duplex, the semi-detached, and
the fully
fully detached.
So,
right.
So in other words, you're saying that for like a terrace duplex, for a terrace duplex, you can have up to 5 different individuals sharing a space.
Exactly. Exactly. And that also even affects the price, right? In terms of hierarchy, a fully detached duplex is more expensive than, or will be higher in price, forgive me, will be higher in price than a semi-detached. Why a semi-detached will be higher in price than a terrace duplex?
But in all of this, you're giving the person more value considering the person is going for a fully detached duplex because of the space you have to yourself.
Exactly.
And for most fully detached duplex, you agree with me that they come with BQ.
Yeah.
And you have your space to park as many cars as you want. Unlike the terrace that gives you, I think, about 2 to 3 car space to park your cars. So I hope you have enjoyed the session today. And while you wait for the next episode, do remember to like, to subscribe, to share this video with other people. And if you are looking to invest in real estate in the city of Abuja, reach out to the number on the screen and let us get you started on your journey of real estate investment. Don't forget, this is brought to you by Fortreal Rei Ltd. Bye and see you in the next episode.